Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars by, not by Web, Days of Ruin, Tiny Wars replay. As well on the north side as the yellow Hawke, we got SylerSK. As well on the south side as the green Gelder, or should I say Lee, we got youshierider. When it comes to Hawke, he's technically a custom CO in Days of Ruin, at least for Tiny Wars. Has standard boarding cost, only 2 radius, has 3 expansion zones from a staggering 120 maximum. His day-to-day provides plus 10% offense, plus 10% defense. His entry cost is cheaper, 50, giving of course that effect global, and of course give the black wave effect. While the black storm only costs 100 out of 120, which does of course provide the black storm effect of plus 2 health and minus 2 health. Gelder is of course a model from, actually yeah, it is technically a 3-unit model from the Valkyria Chronicles. But either way, in this game he's known as Lee. Standard boarding cost, 3 radius, 30, 60, 60. Has a pretty decent upgrade. He immediately got kick spam bomb. Provides plus 10 for all units, and all units who start their CO zone, start the action within the CO zone, gets plus 1 movement range. Of course, for a superpower, it does give plus 2 movement range for all units globally. So he's the movement CO. I don't really see him all too often. It sounds pretty good, but honestly, he's just okay. Which I think is a good spot to be in. This map is a 3-base map, 2 airports. You do also have a temporary airport on your opponent's side of the map. If I bring up the temporary airport here, you can see here it does hide air and ground. And so you have a temporary airport, you can do a nice little forward resupply right there. It's a weird spot for it. And do know as well, radar stations cannot see through hideable. Got a number of bikes from on the field. And 2 more bikes there. Both players do start off some cities in the back line for additional income. After all, infantry is a little bit more expensive in Days of Ruin as opposed to other previous Advanced Wars game. Particularly infantry, and Gelder does load himself up into a bike, which I don't know how effective that will be. It will provide his bike plus 1 movement range. Gotta make sure to move other units before moving a CO to get the plus 1 movement range on them. Guess we're gonna wait and see how well it goes. This of course allowed the infantry go straight to the base there, very nice. He does move the CO unit last, very good, and now he's in a position where he can also boost these other 2 units forward, very nice. I think he's doing some precise movements there, not fully utilizing his own movement, which is perfectly fine. Hawke loading himself onto a tank, and of course got a tank here by Gelder as well. Gelder? Gelden. Okay, now I'm sort of forget his name. Yeah, same as well. Thing as well, he put his CO unit right there. It's out of range of this baser, so there's flare as well as a tank did not get plus movement range. I don't know if maybe that was a bit of a mistake there. Could have been. Be a good idea. I've seen a lot of players use them to boost units out in the early game to get them quickly on the field. Feels like Hawke is doing quite well in field control. Hawke has brought out a battlecopter. Does capture the radar station. The radar station does provide 3 defense stars. And we got double flare by green as well. Flares are excellent combat squads, as well as have of course the flare ability. And got the double artillery and bike there. Howdy. Gregor, yeah. I think I'm getting the names all mixed up now. But yeah, Valkyria Chronicles is good. You can get Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4 off of Steam. You do not have to worry about 2 and 3. Those 1 and 4 happen at the same time, while 2 and 3 happens after 1. And definitely after 4 as well. It's a good turn-based strategy. It mixes turn-based strategy with real-time, where you move your units 1 at a time, but the combat happens in real time, so you're moving forward of let's just say a scout, but their enemies are constantly shooting at you in form of Overwatch. It's a pretty fun game. It's also in the bit of a genre of anti-war game. Anti-war war game. Anti-air, infantry, battlecopter once again. Flare has fired, and of course we're going to capture the radar station. Hawke's command tank back there. Right now Hawke has 21,000, but it feels like Hawke has just better field control. Though Green is pushed forward up here, this stuff, the radar station has good vision, and so Hawke's command tank get an excellent strike there on the tank there. So I think it's safe enough for Hawke to push forward with his tank and strike the other tank. Flare, push forward, gets a good shot there, and gets a good shot there. And the battlecopter swoops on in, picks it off immediately. Hawke has a great engagement on the left flank, and gains a good capture there. Does recon their artillery there, decides not to machine gun with the infantry unit there. Managed to get only 8% damage, granted it is on 3-star defense property, there's a 5 health bike there. I thought this infantry unit would strike the artillery there, guess not. I don't know why I thought it was Gelder. Maybe I'm getting a mix of another character. Battlecopter does get shot down. Flare there, artillery strikes infantry and finished off their infantry. Gets first strike on the bike and finished off there, very nice. Gregor has 10 energy. And Hawke has 16. Hawke's command tank is pretty healthy. Got a flare here. Radar station does offer good vision. You can see the vision here in the counterpart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this radar station should have vision of that tank, yep. Which Hawke could use at the strike. He can't strike the tank there. However, it would be going through fog of war. Takes up the unit there. Let's see if he goes, risks it. Flare fires there, so no additional fire support. He sees the path that's clear towards the tank. Of course, his battlecopter hidden in the background. And just goes to the radar station there. Not a bad idea. Charging forward could be a good idea, but it's also can easily backfire. So it's probably good that he was not super aggressive. Hawkins turn for 97,000. Gregor starts to turn with 95 after repairs. Takes off another battlecopter there. Very nice. Bike's still back here, just boosting units forward. Takes off the 1 health infantry unit there. Probably should have struck the mech, honestly, rather than 1 health infantry unit, if I'm not mistaken. Guess maybe the flare didn't actually spot it? Thought the flare did reveal that mech, maybe not. But now the mech will probably strike the artillery. Multiple good hits over here. Tank heading down south of the winter. Battlecopter strikes battlecopter. Will be sacking the battlecopter and take out the battlecopter because it will be destroyed by the anti-air. Artillery is in range of the mech, so it will be shelled. Who's out there? Mech strikes the artillery. Medium tank anti-air mech. Hawke has 41 energy, a little bit more energy. He gets his power. Battlecopter does withdraw. Remember as well, there's a temporary port he could utilize. Not sure how well. I'll still go for it. At least still force a response from your opponent. Hawke's command tank goes down, denies all that power charge there. While Gregor does get the 32 energy. Infantry. Battlecopter. War tank infantry. I was not expecting a war tank. And maybe we gotta either get that command bike back to get it boosted forward. Good damage there. Takes the battlecopter as well. Many good hits there. Sacks that unit there. Flare does get a good strike on the bike. 39 energy. Possibly he can get enough power charge to get his super power going, but may not be deployed out this turn. Does reveal the tank there. Has the flare. Fired off a round down to 1 ammo. This one is at 1 ammo for will be resupplied. Another medium tank, mech, and infantry. Hawke to reload himself up into a medium tank as well. Artillery providing some covering for that infantry unit there. Wounded artillery creeping his way forward, trying to provide some fire support. Got infantry there. Gregor pulls back his command bike. Infantry unit there should probably be on that road. Oh, go straight for the mech there. T-copter. Anti-air, infantry, infantry. And T-copter. Gregor will probably get his superpower charged up this turn, but I don't think he'll pop it. Probably want to get boost the war tank forward like that. Infantry units pushing across the mountainside. This temporary airport's nice and secluded. Mech, battlecopter, infantry, tank. Blair spots a whole lot of, not really much there. Does not miss the medium tank. Gregor has his superpower available. And now with the +1 radius, now the war tank can be boosted forward a little bit. Good kills over there, infantry. Granted, the war tank's not exactly fast. So with +2 moon range, could get on top of the radar station. This could be quite nice to ambush a Hawke's medium tank. It will probably go too far forward and get hit by the war tank. The war tank's not likely going to be spotted. Yep, and now it's actually still within range of Gregor's aura, so he doesn't actually need the +1 range or +2 range. Just need the +1 range at the moment. That's good hits over there. Takes out infantry there. Gregor right now has 108, Hawke has 92. They're still pretty even, but Gregor does have the advantage. Artillery, artillery, anti-air. Will Gregor pop his superpower? There is perhaps an argument to help get a bit of a boost on the right flank. Anti-air finish off the mech. Takes out, good shot there. Almost takes out Hawke's war medium tank. It's basically knocked out though. Good strikes in the center. Wounds the anti-air as well, but the battlecopter with the anti-air should be enough to take it out still. Takes out some outlying units there. Infantry units advancing. Mech. And so, since the CO zone's maxed out, he's just using his CO unit as a boost forward for these two bases, as well as the airport. Very nice. If he ever needs to get the extra movement range, of course, ooh, that did a lot more damage there. Didn't think this battlecopter would do that much damage to a war tank. Hawke's made some pretty good gains this turn. That war tank's effectively knocked out. Artillery can shell the anti-air. Medium tank. All going to join onto Hawke's command tank. Battlecopter infantry mech. Takes out the command tank there, and the battlecopter as well. A lot of good hits there. Helicopter falling back. Bike's almost out of fuel. Mech, and another battlecopter with another tank. Commands COs the medium tank. Mech strikes mech. Infantry takes out infantry. Tank takes out anti-air. Mech infantry and missile. Ready to shoot down civilian airliners. That was gonna kill there. Couple good hits. A lot of good hits there. Anti-air infantry. Mech. And does save 8,000, nearly 9,000 funds. Anti-air still have range. Picks up the battlecopter. Mech or battlecopter tank recon infantry. Picks up the battlecopter there. Hits the recon. Blocks the bridge once again. Does get hit there on the mech. Tank does strike the artillery. Battlecopter finish off that unit there. Tank strikes anti-air. Hawke is taking some losses down south. Of course, it has no vision of the missile at the moment. Mech. Tank. Another T-copter. Was it the same T-copter? That may in fact be the same T-copter. And rocket. Does establish a missile on top of the city there. Try and get what things you can out of his wounded units. Getting some good work done though. Do now have a battlecopter anti-air flare and infantry. Artillery, infantry, tank. Right now, Gregor has 147 versus 97. Starting to fall a bit behind. So that unit there hits the infantry unit as well. Takes out the artillery. Battlecopter, infantry, tank. Flare spot a whole lot of nothing, which means the infantry unit could push towards capturing some properties. There's a battlecopter. Lots of good picks there. Got a battlecopter, couple battlecopters, mech and infantry, nothing too significant. Mech, anti-tank. Looks like Hawke or Gregor's just trying to lock down the right flank. He has armors now advancing towards the center, trying to claim the HQ. And infantry. Hawke has 0 inch at the moment. Does strike the war tank there. Or losing some units. I think he's sacking units. He may be eyeing to surrender relatively soon. Rocket. Mech. Nope, he's not surrendering. Get on the mech and on the infantry unit there. Trying to capture the HQ, but it has a 6 health mech, not too great. Good strike on the medium tank. Even put some machine gun rounds on the tank and the battlecopter. It does manage to take it out. Battlecopter, infantry, tank. Hawke's medium tank is right there, but does resign. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.